What's going on, guys? Garrett here, and we're back with Squadcast episode 40. And I'm joined with Mr. Boss of the Win.
Hello.
And the Saints fan.
What up?
If you guys are new to our Squadcast, it's our weekly podcast that we do every single Saturday covering GTA 5 and GTA Online news and sometimes overall gaming news. But with that said, today's topics include the Christmas and holiday DLC leaked release date, what the DLC will consist of, a brand new anti-cheat system Rockstar will be implementing, and of course, SpeakPipe, where you guys submit your questions live and we answer them. So with that said, this Squadcast is, sort of sponsored, but not really. We just want to give a shout out to a company that hooked us up. They sent us some products. And Ross, you want to explain what I'm talking about?
Yeah, basically, we talked to the guys at Rocket, and they sent us some pretty cool stuff. I know I'm using their keyboard and mouse. Garrett, you're using the similar stuff. And it's just really cool gear. And they sent us that stuff, and it's awesome. So check them out.
Yeah, so the link will be down below. It's Rocket. It's a peripheral company. They make mice, keyboards, headsets, all that stuff. They sent us some free stuff, and we want to share like the love, or show some love back to them by letting you guys know of their company. Anything you want to say really quickly, Austin, before we move forward?
Nope, but I mean, basically, you got PC coming out in, what, a month or so? Christmas time. So go pick up some stuff. Get some Christmas presents.
There we go.
Prepared.
So let's jump right into today's Squadcast with the first topic being the Christmas and holiday DLC leaked release date. Austin, what do you got?
All right, well, basically, let's see. This is going up on Saturday. So 2 days ago, this guy, what's his name?
Nil X Mods.
Nil X Mods. Okay, so he found, or he says he found a release date for Heist and the holiday DLC, that being the 23rd of December. And specifically, he mentioned that it's going to be the PS3 and PS4 versions are going to be at, what is it, 4?
I think it's 5 a.m. and the Xbox is going to be at 10 a.m.
Yeah, which is really weird. But
it isn't a huge difference, though.
No, it's not. But I mean, that's what he said, and he was really confident on this theory. And I don't know. I mean, what do you guys?
Yeah, I personally asked him, and he said he is 99.99% sure that it's going to be coming out on this release day. And keep in mind, this wasn't like, while it is a great find, and we obviously don't know his methods and the way he went about this, but it's not like he invented the cure for cancer here. I mean, it's a Tuesday in December. Like it was one of the 3 release dates we had all thought of. So,
yep.
But this just gives us I guess more so of a confirmation than we had before.
Yeah, we had assumed it was gonna be days like either the 16th, the 23rd, or the 30th, and it makes sense that it would be the 23rd, seeing how it's right before Christmas, and this is the same time just about last year's holiday DLC dropped. Am I correct on that?
It dropped on the 24th, so
yeah. There you
go.
So
one
very
day
close.
Earlier.
Yep. So I think that honestly, Rockstar, if they decide to move forward with this holiday DLC plus Heist DLC, it's going to be a great December for everybody. Christmas is here, and you guys will have an opportunity to play Heist finally.
The only kind of downside of releasing on the 23rd is that is 2 days before Christmas. That's when I mean, I get people are off of school and stuff, but the 23rd,
people are busy.
It's just busy. Yeah, exactly. There's families in town. You may not be able to have access to your Xboxes or something because you have family staying in your room. I don't know. There's just so many things, especially Christmas Eve. You're going to be doing stuff with family. Christmas Day, you're going to be with family for the most part. So that's the only downside with it. There's going to be not enough time, at least I think, for a lot of people to really go in there and play Heists and everything.
It's definitely give and take. Obviously, most adults will probably be off from work or college. Most kids and teenagers will be off from school, but like you said, it's a busy time of the year. You're doing things with friends and family, but I am genuinely excited for this if what all the leaks are coming out to be true. Obviously, none of this has been confirmed by Rockstar so far. They've been pretty radio silent since the announcement of next gen. Have they even announced anything really?
No, they haven't really talked about anything. Most of the things that they've been announcing or talking about is just showcasing created things on YouTube and stuff. But I do think that it's a strange time of the year for a company to release something so big Like an example, like you said, that most people will be out of town. I'll personally be back in Miami, but I will have all my stuff with me, so I will be able to play Heist. But it's such a, I feel like December at the end, especially, is such a family-oriented time where a lot of kids, you know,
Yeah, that's
their
why like
parents
not a lot
won't
of
let
games
them
come out in December.
Yep, and that's why I'm a little, not shocked, but a little like worried that I don't know how well it'll do. I know it's gonna do well, but I don't know where it's gonna be like in terms of like the hype. Some people might not even get the messages out. We'll see what Rockstar does. I'm sure they're gonna have huge ad campaigns promoting it, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what Rockstar does decide to do with this Heist DLC and the Holiday DLC.
Do you think there's gonna be a trailer?
They have to make an
There
epic
should
trailer.
be, right? Yeah.
And if they are doing a trailer, we can expect it to be released next Tuesday.
Oh, without a doubt.
The only problem with that, like, and like, I get it. People in my comments get it. It just seems like we're a broken record saying, "Oh, expect something next Tuesday on the newswire." Like we keep saying it every week, and when is it gonna?
It's not
end?
us.
I mean,
it's not our fault.
No,
like,
it's not our fault. I understand, but it's just, you know, we thought it was gonna come out this past Tuesday. Like, who knows? Rockstar, they probably won't even do anything for all we know. They'll just
the
throw
thing
it
is,
out.
the way that we function as YouTubers, as content creators, and as a squad is that we go and base our decisions off trends and information that we receive from the community and bits and pieces that Rockstar tells us through the newswire. An example, in the past, you know, we announced that, hey, Heist will be coming out spring, I believe it was. Then Rockstar went ahead and delayed it. We were waiting for it to be announced in the beginning of 2014. It never came out due to Rockstar delaying it. You know, we've always had those speed bumps or those bumps in the road, and it's not technically our doing, but because Rockstar went ahead and either postponed it or didn't follow their own trend, where they have a very, very simple, I guess, algorithm of how they work on things every single month. You can always expect either one DLC or one kind of announcement, and normally there's always one set of 10 verified jobs. Lately, they've, I guess, swayed away from that trend due to it coming out on next gen, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what Rockstar has planned in this upcoming next few weeks, as well as for January, because PC is also
that might throw a loop in everything, because that's like another a launch that they have to go through. And to be fair, Rockstar, we love them. Like, we love Rockstar. We work with them. You know, they've done so much to support us. They really have led us on just a little bit in terms of like how, you know, like secretive they are with their announcements. And if they just lay everything out, saying like, you know, late December, expect a Heist update. You know, all the speculation ends.
Yeah, that is true.
I think the reason why they don't do that is because look what happened last time they announced that they were going to release something. They announced that they're going to release Heists in spring. That fell short. I mean, that fell
that ultimately is on their end. That's, it's not. We can't help that they didn't deliver.
But I don't think they want that. They don't want that responsibility or like the community looking down on them. Like, you guys didn't deliver. Like, they don't. I don't think they want that. No company wants that to.
Well, there's a balance. Failed. There's a balance that companies do, because I mean, I know there's been a couple companies that like they've given a specific release date that a game or like a beta is gonna come out on, and they're like, okay, actually no, we're gonna push that back a little bit, and yeah, it does kind of like get you get let down pretty much, you know, and. I get there's like a balance. They don't want to like give it away, but I mean,
a little bit would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, like a little.
I mean, literally just a little bit ends all speculation. Like, even if they said like expect something big on December 23rd, they don't they don't have to say anything.
Yeah, and then it would just. You know, all these modders and hackers trying to find the code.
And then the fun begins. We can just have fun with our speculation. We don't have to be like pulling strings and going off of past news wires and whatnot. So I think in the end that would help everyone. So
yeah, it would. Overall, it would just be a benefit to the community, but I'm not sure if it would help Rockstar. They are known. I mean, they are known for being the way they are, and they're very successful being the way they are. And I don't know, maybe changing that style that they have might even negatively impact them. We don't know.
It's tough to criticize them. It's tough to criticize them because of how successful they are.
Yeah.
So
it's like, why bash someone when they're the best they can be? It's like, why try to change something? What if you could
be even better though? That's the only thing.
But that's the risk you take trying to become better, because you can also become worse. So I don't think they want to take that risk, seeing how successful they are. It's like telling like Bill Gates, like, hey man, you could do better. You can make more money, but like
you could make 180 billion. Yeah, however much he has.
You can have more. It's like, I already am doing so well. Why do I need more? But at the same rate, I think that because there's different teams working on everything. I know there's a team for DLC specific stuff. Then there's a whole team just for heists. And there's a whole team for PC build as well, which I believe was the old Max Payne team. So overall, I mean, there's different teams working on this. There's, like we always say, there's always only 4 people that work at Rockstar as a joke, but we know there's hundreds of people that work at Rockstar with specific teams working on different things.
I forgot about that joke, and that genuinely made me laugh.
But I think that, you know, we can expect something very big in terms of this holiday DLC and the Heist DLC, or Cops and Crooks, whatever you may call it. And overall, I'm pretty excited. What about you guys?
Yeah, honestly, I think, all right, if this DLC, obviously we don't know yet, but if this DLC, according to all the leaks and stuff, is Heist, is Cops and Crooks, and like the holiday DLC snow stuff just to throw in there, I think this honestly is going to be a bigger revival for online than the next gen release was. Because honestly, the next gen release, it only had 30-man servers, which maybe they work now. I don't know, but it seems like sometimes you still always have lag issues and stuff. And then first person. And I think after a while, the first person, that whole...
it was definitely
it
a
just
phase.
wears off a little bit. Yeah. So I think Heist, and because that's one of the main criticisms that I've seen, at least in comments, is that there's not that much content in the game. Like, there's a lot of stuff if you're new, but we've been playing it for over a year now, so it, you know, some of the stuff, it just gets old. So
yeah,
when they do release Heist, Cops and Crooks, then it's new stuff to do with friends, and it'll revive it a little bit more. So that's what I think is gonna happen.
But at the same rate, I'm sort of worried for Heist coming out in December at the end. Especially because a lot of us will be traveling, going back home, going to see family, hanging out with family. Just like you, Austin, you missed last year's snow, didn't you?
Yep, because that was on Christmas Day. But I think they learned. I'm hoping they put the snow up for like a week this time or something. I think that's maybe why they're starting on the 23rd. Maybe they can extend it to, like, I don't know, whatever the next Tuesday is.
No, Xmods said that there's no end date currently. They can't see the start and end date for the snow.
Yeah.
So hopefully they have a good amount of time. Even though I know the snow got a lot of hate last year, just like because it's hard to snipe and stuff. So we're gonna see how they fix
hard to
things.
Snipe? You mean drive?
Yeah, like it's hard. It's hard, like not to, like, use your sniper rifle, like zoom in and also
drive.
like
visibility.
Actually,
yeah, visibility.
Maybe since on next gen, I don't know about last gen so much, but next gen, what if they incorporated the snow into the weather patterns? Like, you know, sometimes it rains, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's foggy. Well, what if sometimes it's snowy?
In Los Angeles.
I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, realism aside, you know,
That'd be really cool though.
That's probably the best way, because then it appeals to everybody. People that want snow, the people that want to snipe because they can do it when it's sunny outside. I think that'd be a really good option.
I think so as well. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic of this Squadcast, which is what will the DLC consist of? As we've been talking about this leaked information and the holiday DLC, what do you guys think in the comments of viewers right now? What do you think the Heist DLC will consist of? Will there be new guns? Will there be new cars? Will the holiday DLC also contain new weapons, new clothing, new tattoos? Let us know in the comment section what you think will be coming with this DLC, and we'll give our feedback. Let's head off with you, Ross, first. What do you think will be coming with the Heist DLC first?
I'm gonna be very optimistic here. And you can come back and criticize me later when I'm wrong on the 23rd if it's a total dud. But I think this is going to be the biggest DLC we've seen yet. Obviously, I think Heist is going to be the entree, like the main meal. I think that's what's going to be the meat of this. I think the Christmas and holiday stuff is going to be, if I could guess, I would say it will be the week of, like, Tuesday to Tuesday. I think they'll give us a week of snow and holiday themed items similar to what they did last year. And I think that Cops and Crooks mode is going to be like a bonus mode as well. So it's like, here's Heist, Cops and Crooks, a little bonus mode. And then you're going to have your typical Rockstar DLC, a few guns, a few cars, maybe some masks to go along with Heist. And I think that would be an unbelievable DLC. That's a lot of content right there.
Yeah. Especially if Heists are the way they are in single player. And the one, like, really, just the thing that I'm just really curious about is the Cops and Robbers mode. I wonder, or the Cops and Crooks mode.
It was
like,
so much fun in GTA 4.
I know, but all right, if I remember correctly, in GTA 4, it was basically like a capture, wasn't it? Where there was like 2 teams, there was something like in the middle or whatever, and you had to get it. Was it, or was it a little bit different? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was something like that.
I think you can hold off objectives, and it's been so long since I dabbled in GTA 4, but I think it was something along those lines. But I think that, you know, the cops and crooks might be something in addition to Heist. Like, there might be even 3 huge things coming with this whole DLC spree here, with cops and crooks, Heist DLC, and the holiday themed things. Cops and crooks might even having some things with drug dealing and gang related activities. From maybe, I mean, that'd be cool.
That's like the only thing, because if you think about it, cops and crooks, if they just did the GTA 4 one, it's pretty much like a capture. So I don't see. I mean, I'm hoping they don't make just the cops and crooks like a capture. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to like pretend or dress up as a cop or whatever in that game mode. But I'm hoping it's like a separate thing from the capture. Like,
I think it would be, yeah, like Austin said,
something in free mode. And that's probably pushing a little bit too much, but I don't know. I'm just that's like the one thing I'm really curious to see what they add or like what they do with.
I think it would be fun, like in Grand Theft Auto 4, you could use the police computers as like a side mission where you could like capture criminals and get like lots of money. That'd be cool in Grand Theft Auto Online. But then again,
there's a lot of things that you could add that would be cool like that. Like, just like even having little missions, like when you get into a police vehicle, like being able to start up a mission, like go after criminals in free roam, or, you know, starting up a mission in the fire truck where you have to go do something. Like, stuff like that would be really cool.
I've talked about that before in a video. The only like problem with that is the fact that there's 30 other people in your lobby. So like, if it's a random event, like how you gonna have that?
Could you imagine the first random event? Everyone would just like swarm to that blue dot.
Well, no, but like, say if you could only trigger the event when you're in a cop car, then like, what if somebody else is on that event? Then like the whole, oh, is it just gonna like spawn in, pop up in front of them? Then it's just, that's the only like part that they gotta work around. But I mean, look, I would love to see those random events like you see in single player, and then in addition to those in single player, like you just said, the fire truck stuff, the cop car stuff, ambulance stuff. Like, that'd be so much fun to do with friends. But then you do have that one thing, how you get it to work with everybody.
Yep, and when you think about it, the possibilities are still endless, especially us being on next gen. But I've heard some other things that, you know, the reason why we had problems in the past, you know, upgrading and things like that, was not because of our hardware, but because of the way your networking is laid out for people's internet. It just can't handle all that stuff. So that's what I read into. I read that on Reddit, but of course it's Reddit. It's not a really credible source. But overall, I think that this Heist DLC and the Holiday DLC will again include things like new clothing, new weapons, especially new weapons, some kind of thermal bomb, maybe an anti-air missile of some sort, maybe like a new machine gun or some kind of new military weapon. New cars, hopefully Heist themed, like maybe some kind of armored trucks, or things that you can all like jump
vans,
into.
Maybe.
Yeah, like vans.
Yes, Heist vans.
And really freaking cool masks. Like actual ski masks.
I think outfits,
gloves
I think
and stuff
the
like that.
outfits are going to be really cool. Because, like, if they add them, obviously. Like, they could do the single player outfits, obviously. That's something. Yeah, the masks, that'd be amazing. There's just, like, there's a bunch of different, like, I guess, like, crook outfits that they could do for that, which would look really cool. So I'm excited for that.
And what did you want to see added, Austin, if anything in particular, like besides, you know, the normal DLCs that we always see?
Yeah. I don't know actually how many. I'm assuming. I guess I'm just trying to be realistic here that there's maybe gonna be 3 to 5 heists. Would you guys say that's like a reasonable number to?
That'd be a good starting point.
Wasn't there like a leaked amount?
Yeah.
Recently?
It was a couple months ago. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was like 3-ish or so. Like I think there was there's a prison one, I think it said, and obviously the ornate, and then I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
I think there was an IAA one, which is like the building across from the FIB.
Yeah, there was that one. So I mean, like, the heists, I think it's gonna be, or the ones that they do add are going to be good. I mean, they've had long enough to finalize them, make them perfect, so that should be fun. Specific stuff, I mean, you guys said it pretty much, like the cars, I guess. all the outfits. I mean, yeah, like I said, the cops and crooks. That's the only thing that I can really think of that I want specifically, but it's probably not going to happen. I just want it to be implemented in free roam, but that'd be hard to do.
I really do look forward to everything that these DLCs can offer. I know it'll bring something very new to the table overall. Like there's just be a lot more things we can do, and I don't know. Overall, I'm very excited, but very worried because I hope it's executed correctly. Because one misstep or one thing that people don't like, the internet's gonna blow up. It's gonna go crazy. People are like, "What the hell? Heists suck!" Yeah, well, go crazy. So
one thing actually from the leak coding, the heists, I think it was the heist. The maximum XP or RP for it was $12,000 or not dollars, but 12,000 points or XP, and the cops and crooks was like 9,000 or so XP, which is like that's a lot compared to the jobs we have now. So,
is it enough though? Because how long will the heist take?
Well, that, and then if you're kind of like, I'm wondering if that's like about, I would say that's probably like more than, that's doubling what you normally get in jobs. So I'm wondering like how much heists are gonna pay out. That's gonna be that's honestly, I have a feeling the payout of heists is gonna be the biggest thing Rockstar needs to get right, because if they don't get that right, there's gonna
that's
be
what people
so
are
much
gonna complain about the most. Yeah. You're right.
So
I think the payout is going to be the biggest thing. RP people could really care less about, because heists, you're not like doing heists to get RP.
Well, no,
you're doing heists to get money. So even if the money number is off, like if you only get like $10,000 per heist, oh god.
No. Well, I brought up the RP just because like if they're like, if it's any indication, if they're doubling the RP, then maybe they're like doubling the money that you get from like the higher end missions or something. I don't know. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. That's just a speculation. But yeah, man. I mean, look, it. Hopefully, maybe what 16th next Tuesday we'll get something from Rockstar, clear everything up. But yeah,
we definitely will be receiving something. So, if there's something coming on the 23rd, we should receive an announcement on the 16th or the 18th, letting us know things will be coming. That's what Rockstar normally does, especially for big DLCs. That they give little announcements. Especially when it's something this big, they'll normally drop a trailer or showcase some pictures on the newswire, something of that nature, hyping everybody up, because they do need to build hype again, and you will start to see advertisements and things of that nature rolling out soon, if it is coming on the 23rd. Now, Rockstar can always pull the card, well, let's just surprise them and drop on this random date, but I highly doubt they'll do that for one of the most anticipated DLCs of their game. This is the first and the biggest DLC they have ever announced and will be dropping. So I'm very excited. I hope Rockstar can execute it properly to a point where everyone is happy. Now, it's sort of impossible, especially on the internet. You can't make everybody happy, but I know that Rockstar does normally do very well with, I guess, positive feedback and Metacritic ratings. So we're going to see what they do with that. So
actually, real quick, the one thing I forgot to mention, you asked what specifically I want to see, relating to the cops and crooks. I want to see the ability to freaking put cop cars in our garage.
That is a huge one. I know so many people want to do that. I personally would love to do that too. But what about anything else you guys want to touch on this subject before we move on to the anti-cheat system?
Well, actually, real quick, since we're kind of on the topic of DLC, this isn't one of the main topics we have, but I think it was either yesterday or a couple days ago that the Take-Two CEO, he actually talked about DLC. Oh, God,
yeah.
And, well, no, it's good for GTA.
Yeah, he bashed it.
Yeah, he bashed a bunch of other, not like by name, but just in general, he basically said that he's not, like, holding out for DLC. And, like, they want to put the best DLC possible if they're going to charge money, more or less. It's pretty much what he said, and how he sees value in offering consumers, like, free stuff, like Rockstar's obviously doing. So, you know, the future, it looks great, because if Rockstar does want to charge for DLC, according to the Take-Two CEO, it'll be really good content and not something that's just a couple of missions or something. So that's I mean,
that's always what you want to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is the boss. He makes the decisions at the end of the day. So, or he has, I should say, he has a lot of say of what goes on. So it's always good to hear.
Yep. And I do look forward to seeing more things. He's been going off lately, man. He's been really just speaking his mind on a lot of things. I'm glad he went ahead and he sort of took a huge jab at Destiny. That's the game it was mentioning in terms of them milking their gamers, their players. So we're gonna have to see what else happens in the future, and if they do release paid DLC anytime soon, oh, you better bet you better know it's gonna be huge.
It will be.
It's gonna
be amazing.
Yeah, so I do look forward to that. So let's go ahead and move into the new anti-cheat system that NeilXMods recently spoke about on Twitter and on his website. So, Ross, I think you have the most information about this new anti-cheat system because you spoke to him directly.
Right.
So could you fill us in on what exactly is going on in GTA Online in the upcoming few weeks or months?
He really couldn't tell me what it was about, whether it was like anti-spawning in UFOs, meteorites, or whether it was like money glitch sort of things. But it seems to me that it is one, an upgrade from the cheater pool and the bad sport lobby, and B, or two, it's kind of a safeguard against money glitches, because I think that's something they have to eliminate if they're going to do Heist properly. Because if you're doing Heist to make money, which there will be a large portion of the GTA community that will, they're going to look at the options in front of them, and they're going to say, I can go on YouTube and I can Google GTA 5 money glitch, which can get me millions in seconds, or I can grind out this heist, which will be fun, but certainly won't net me what I'd get in a money glitch. So I think Rockstar needs to eliminate money glitches and cheating in general, and I think this new anti-cheat thing is going to be a way to prevent that. And like, you guys know the common methods of like money glitches, like Los Santos Customs things where you like go into the store and whatnot. So I think they're just trying to cut down on that. That was what my guess as to what that anti-cheat system was.
Yep, and I think that if Rockstar does, implement this successfully, we're going to see a huge drastic change in the YouTube community.
Yeah, could you imagine no money glitch videos? Whoa. That's
or no big exploits at all. I know there's a lot of games right now out there, like I feel like Destiny barely has any issues like this. Like barely has exploits or big glitches that you can just do so well with, and it's so different.
It's funny you mentioned Destiny, because I'm just thinking right now, like, if you compare GTA and Destiny, obviously they're two totally different games, but just like the online aspect of it, how, let's just compare the raid in Destiny to heists in GTA. People do the raid in Destiny to get the best gear, like, and they got to redo that over and over. It's a grind fest, and you eventually you'll get something good probably from the raid, and that's what I feel Heists should be. If they didn't have money glitches and all these things that made people not want to do it,
you'd get like a big score or something like that,
and something like that. And I think I was watching your video, Ross. I think you mentioned how if they did get rid of money glitches, then they could potentially increase the actual jobs, the payouts for the jobs, and make them
normal and worthwhile.
Yeah, because right now it's like, why do I want to go do a job that's gonna give me $10,000? Like, okay,
yeah, the job payouts suck right now.
I can't even buy freaking contacts with that.
I know, you literally can't. You can't buy anything with 10 grand.
It sucks, but that's the way we have it.
Hopefully, if that does get implemented, I'm wondering though, like, what? I wonder if it's just like you get banned or what.
I don't
know.
I don't even know. Is the bad sport lobby even exist anymore? I haven't even.
Cheater pool doesn't exist. Bad sport lobby doesn't exist.
Yeah. But because like, if there's a lot of people that do glitches.
Oh, no doubt.
Wait, the cheater pool lobby doesn't exist anymore?
Well, I mean, like, when's the last time you saw a post saying like, "Oh, I'm in the cheater pool"?
No, I just been seeing a lot of people get banned.
The cheater pool and the bad sport haven't worked since like October 2013.
I got in the bad sport lobby once.
I don't want to talk about the lobbies I've been in.
It's a lonely place.
It's a lonely road.
Man. I had one friend in there.
Hey,
hey,
how it goes sometimes.
Broke the rules. But let's quickly make a key word, and let's make it heist.
Well, that's going to be a popular word anyways.
So let's make it what? Cheater? No,
money.
Money works.
Money
works. Just everyone spam money if you got this far. Money, all the way down. And let's go ahead and move into the speak pipes. And you guys submitted some questions on the speak pipe. I haven't even heard them, so I'm very scared.
I don't think Austin, have you even heard them? All right, so this is the blind date version of the speak pipe. So
if you guys aren't familiar, basically the speak pipe, it's where you guys can send in voicemails. Obviously, we're not doing like this recording live or whatever, So it's like the closest we can get to you guys sort of calling in.
I swear,
and
this is going to be the one
asking us
episode where like porn is sent in, or
So yeah, well, but normally I'll listen to them just to see if like the quality's good and everything. But this time we decided to go in blind. So who knows what?
here we go.
Who knows what to next? So the first one we're gonna start off with is Crafty Nico.
God, Jesus, Nico.
Oh my god, Gary Berry is so cute. Oh my god, him and his craftiness. I just wanna be inside of him.
God, Jesus.
Okay.
God.
All right, welcome to the Squadcast, everyone.
Yep.
Oh God. All
Was
right,
that
next
Andre?
question.
Okay,
That was
I think
Andre's friend,
Andre.
Nico.
No, I think that was typical. I think that was Andre. Typical
That was.
gamer.
Is that Andre?
He tweeted to me with a smiley face, so I'm pretty sure that was.
I couldn't.
Oh, God.
I figured it was either him or Nico for the name. Plus, he called me Gary Berry, and freaking Andre like the only dude that calls me Gary Berry. So
Such a great name.
let's move forward.
All right, so this next one we have is from Damon.
Hey guys, do you think the holiday DLC will come out for old gen, and if so, how much longer
good
do you
question.
think they will continue releasing DLC content for old gen? Thanks.
Ooh,
That guy
good
was
question, Nico.
Yeah, that was I don't think Rockstar's gonna screw the 360 and the PS3 out of Heist.
No, that's for sure coming. They've
Heists are
announced
coming,
it.
but he meant like the holiday. You think they're gonna be getting
Like the
holiday
snow
DLC.
as well.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. It was already there last
I
year.
wonder
Why
about
not?
Cops and Crooks. So you think that'll come? I mean, that should.
Well, remember in the tunables it was bonus content, so that might be something
true.
that's like exclusive to next gen, which
Ooh.
honestly wouldn't surprise me.
That makes
It wouldn't
sense too.
surprise me.
And how long do you think they'll continue releasing DLC for the old gen?
This year,
Yeah, probably for 1 year.
they'll probably make an announcement this year on a newswire, and they'll spin it in a nice way, saying like, you know, with PC out, you know, the 360 and the PS3 will no longer get.
Like the middle of the year?
Or they'll like blame it on the hardware or something like that. They'll do something.
I think it'll get updates longer than it will get DLC. Like, cause I think they like a couple months ago they released an update to Red Dead Redemption. Like,
Yeah,
So
they did. They fixed the online. I remember that.
yeah. So Rockstar, they definitely care about people that are still playing like older games. So they'll still update it, like if there's hacks and cheaters and stuff, like the mods and everything. But I don't like the DLC. will probably stop sometime this year or next year, I should say.
Which is not surprising.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's not.
It's something that's to come with the like aging, I guess, moving on to new things. So go to the
Gotta
next
move
question.
on. All right. Well, next question we have is from Anonymous.
I'll give it real crazy.
I'm really in love with Gary Berry, and I'm a little shy to ask him because he's like really big on
That
the
is
internet.
Andre.
So like, I was wondering if you have any advice. I love you, Gary Berry. Bye.
That was Andre.
That was
Okay,
for
that was
sure.
definitely Andre. The other one might have been Nico.
God, they're so gay.
The 1 week we don't proofread the messages. This is what we get.
I hope we didn't send a bunch more.
No, I don't think so. I don't have too many more.
Was that the last question? Okay.
No,
I wonder if your
one
secret
more.
admirer is going to call back, Garrett.
Oh,
Molly.
We have one more though from James.
Please be normal, James.
Hey squad, do you think that PC modders
That's
will
Geary.
roam free, or will they be shut down by Rockstar? I enjoy the vids.
Or not.
That wasn't me.
I said Geary, like James
Oh, Geary.
Yeah.
All right, what was the question?
I'll play it again because I don't know. Ross is freaking talking.
Yeah, Ross threw me
It's on
off.
a PC.
Hey squad, do you think that PC modders will roam free, or will they be shut down by Rockstar? I enjoy the vids.
Will
PC
modders happen basically?
I hope so. I
Yeah.
hope there are mods.
I think, for sure, I think there's going to be single player mods on PC. It's the online that really concerns me because Rockstar, like online is Rockstar's baby, and they don't like they have their own vision. They don't want other people messing with it, and that sucks because that's where like the fun comes in. But I was thinking about it, like it'd be so freaking cool if there could be like community DLCs where like, because you know how normally Rockstar they'll release cars and stuff. Well, what if the community, you know, had mods for actual like real life cars instead of making them, you know, not real life or real life guns or just like stuff that's obviously that's not in the game. But then Like, would it be fair to other people who didn't get them? And I don't know. There's just a whole balancing act. I hope they do, though. Like, in invite-only lobbies, I hope they do. That's what I'm banking on, though.
I really hope so. That would be amazing if we could have community-driven DLCs, but we're just going to have to wait to see what Rockstar's vision is for their game, and hopefully we can incorporate our ideas to it. Anything you want to add to that, Ross?
Yeah, I for sure think they'll be in single player. It's like, who's going to stop them? It's like modders are going to get their mods in single player. There's no doubt about that. But as far as online, yeah, I think Rockstar's very sensitive to that. And hopefully there is a certain online where you can have mods. Because it'd be a shame not to be able to share mods online. So
yeah, and that's what I'm kind of like hoping. Like, that's why I think like invite only is the perfect place that like Rockstar should give us options. Like, obviously, I've seen, and we've talked about in the past, like how come there's lobbies with no police? Well, then they have to split up online as it is now into more sections than it already is. Like right now, I think there's like 4 or 5 different like aiming modes that they have to split lobbies into, and then if they were to add police, then they got to split them up into more, and then obviously you're splitting the community thin pretty much. But in invite only modes where you have to invite people, they should give us the options to turn no cops on, or to have mods on, or to have cheats on, or to have maybe a sandbox mode if that eventually comes. Because then it only is in one lobby. You know, it doesn't affect the whole other online if they want to play public lobbies. It's only with friends. And I think that's the route to go. Obviously, they might have to put stuff in where, okay, if you're going to use mods, you don't get money. You don't get, like, nothing or everything in the game, like the cars, robbing stores. You can't sell Simeon cars. You can't sell cars back to Los Santos. All that stuff gets turned on once you use mods, or once you enable one of these things. Similar to how in single player, once you use cheats, it's like, okay, achievements are gone. That would solve everything. Now, I'm not sure how easy that is to implement, but I think that's the best route to go, because then everybody is happy.
Yep. And I think that's the goal, to make everyone happy, as many people as possible happy.
Yep.
So I guess overall, let's go ahead and wrap up this Squadcast. This has been Squadcast episode 40 with, of course, the squad members, which consists of Mr. Boss the Win, the Saints fan, and myself, Garrett, or Jobless Gamers.
Or Crafty Garrett.
Or Gary Berry.
Or Jobless Garrett, or whatever you want to call me. But make sure you guys do leave the keyword down in the comment section. Anything you guys want to say to wrap this bad boy up?
I think that's it.
Yep.
All right, guys. We will see you next week with Squadcast episode 41, or tomorrow with our daily GTA 5 and GTA Online uploads. Later, guys.
See ya.
Peace.